Hi, everybody. Hello, Yumi. Hope you're having a nice, really late night. I got home from work, lied down on the couch, started watching TikToks, fell asleep. I then at some point moved from the couch where I was watching TikToks to my bed, took off my clothes. I don't remember this happening. Lied down on my bed and fell asleep again. And I woke up at basically like 11 o'clock. So here I am streaming for you, me eating dinner because I did not eat yet and I need to multitask now. But hello, everybody. I'm like, oh, I'm just being such a loser. I'm scrolling Twitter right now. Sorry, I've been in deep on shit today. See, here's the deal. Hold on. I had to get myself ready. By the way, the food that we're eating today, I think it's fajitas. See, here's the deal. Mama Newt was out and about on the town tonight. She had dinner out on the town. Me and Papa Newt stayed home. So I don't know what Papa Newt made. but Mama Newt brought home leftovers of what I can only assume are fajitas. I'm seeing a lot of, tortillas, guacamole, rice, steak, peppers. Good shit. But thing is, I didn't want to microwave it because late at night and everyone's asleep. So we're just gonna eat it cold. Whoop-de-doo. Let me see how good it is cold. All right. Anyway. How's everybody's day? Today's stream is basically just be like, I tell you how my day was, we eat dinner, and we end stream. Because I don't want to go for too long today. Anyway. Basically, I woke up this morning at 4:30 because last night I went to sleep kind of early as well. I went to sleep pretty early last night, and when I woke up, it was like 4:30, and I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, but like, I couldn't bring myself to go back to sleep after that, so I just stayed up from 4:30 to 6 when I would usually wake up. So then, what? Yeah, I stayed up from 4:30 to 6 because I couldn't go back to sleep. That's when I woke up. So, hold on, brain functioning. Give me a sec. Yeah, then I went to school. I went to La Scuola, and at La Scuola, I had my final class presentation. And let me tell you guys, it went way better than expected. Right? We all got up there. We start presenting. Our PowerPoint goes well. My friend, who's a little weird in our group, did an actual wonderful job presenting a small portion and chiming in the final discussion portion. But let me tell you guys, I don't know if I was being a little too over talkative or whatever, but I was being an absolute yapper. Because what would happen is we'd get a question, I'd just start to say whatever I could think of. Sometimes it was relevant, sometimes it wasn't even. But yeah, I did yap. I yapped so hard. I carried the discussion because basically what happened is we'd get a question, I'd instantly start to yap, and then someone else would take a second, think of something, and then respond after me, right? And it worked quite well. Or if I knew someone maybe knew something a little bit more, I'd be like, any you guys got any input on that? Yeah, that was that. Ugh, sorry, I'm stretching. But yeah, it went really well. Then, we ended up going to work after that, as we do most days on Mondays. So we didn't end up, we just did. And by we, I mean me, not my group. And at work, I have absolutely nothing to do. Like, I mean, pretty much nothing. And the reason why is because my boss, who usually assigns me work, they are currently going through a very stressful period, right? They're dealing with a very, rude client, right? Need a lock-in, not really. Still pass with all B's if I continue doing poorly. Probably. I mean, hey, lock in if you so please. But yeah, they're going through a very stressful period in their life where we have a very difficult client to deal with who demands a lot of things. And then we have, she personally is moving. So she just bought a new house. She's moving. She's buying new, like furniture and appliances and things. So like everything's very busy. She was out for a couple days to move in all of her her old stuff from her old house the other day. So now she has to catch up on all her emails, right? So when it comes to like, I say, like, hey, is there anything you need me to work on? She's like, honestly, it's like, I can't think of anything. I'm like, okay. So I just kind of have to sit there and do nothing for 6 hours straight, which, you know, is surprisingly difficult. I think, who was it in Discord the other day that said, wow, you got it so easy. You just get to sit there and do nothing. Oh yeah, it was Vendix. I'm like, you don't get it. You don't get it. Doing nothing. It is so hard. Because I feel bad not doing anything. At least for a part. I mean, this is a part-time job. So like, oh my God. It's tough. Not that I'm saying my job is hard and nobody else could do it. It's just like me sitting there, I get anxious and like angry sitting there doing nothing. Cause like, I feel like, you know, there's other people in my office that are doing things and like, I feel like I should be doing things, but I'm not doing things. So I feel bad. And it makes me angry. And like, you know, I try to think of things, but you know, obviously I can't just come up with my own stuff to do. I know this is a rough concept, but yeah, go for it. I do ask them. I do ask them if they need help, and honestly, they're like, not really. But what is it? You know what's funny? Oh my God, today, one of my coworker that sits right behind me, they say, hey Newt, it's like, can you add this, you know, part number for this, like, what was it? It was like a sun visor. They're like, we recently installed one of these sun visors on this aircraft. Here's the part number. Can you put it in like a list of customer property somewhere so we can keep track of it? And, you know, if the, you know, God forbid the plane was ever sold, we know that we have this sun visor with it. So I'm thinking to myself, I've never had to enter part numbers into a list to track customer property. I'm like, I can look through the files to see if there is any kind of sheet that tracks that. And I'm looking through, I don't find anything. After a little while, I asked them, I'm like, hey, so do you mind just reminding me what the name of that file was where I might be like saving that? Because I'm like, I'm having a hard time finding it. So they're like, oh, they don't know. So they ask the person, you know, like basically my boss. And my boss basically says, oh, we don't keep track of that. It's like, and that's kind of on purpose. So that way when the person sells their airplane, they kind of forget that we bought this thing for them and we kind of just take it. And it's like a you snooze, you lose kind of situation. So that was fun. So I'm like, okay, I guess I can't do anything. So you want this back? So basically, that was like what I did all day. I basically like, I file work orders and I create new ones when they're needed. So I made one work order. I handed off a finished one to my boss. And for the rest of the day, I sat there and scrolled Twitter, which is the worst way to spend your day, but I did. That's what I fucking did. And one thing that I was getting, see, here's the deal. There's currently two. Want to see what you drew in class today? I'd love to see what you drew in class today. There's currently two big Twitter things happening at the moment. One regards people sending messages in chat, and the other regards fan merchandise. So let's break these down real quick. So basically, it all stems from, let's go with the people sending things in chat first. It comes from an account called Mia Merrilee, and that's Merrilee spelled Mewrilee. So Mia Merrilee says, "Don't do this to anyone's stream ever." And it's a picture of a chatter whose name is blurred. That just says, "Game please?" ? Play the game please ? Right? Basically they say, telling the streamer what to do in their space is incredibly rude. Adding please does not make it polite. While you're there watching, follow the rules and do what they're doing. If I want to yap for 20 minutes with everyone, then deal, this isn't your stream, it's mine. Anyway, basically, somebody responds to this post and says, "This kind of attitude in general is seen as entitled and disrespectful to your audience, while holding your audience in contempt. There's a very good reason why many DSP detractors make fun of him for bullshitting for 2 hours and calling his mindless yapping a podcast," right? So here's the deal. Basically, you have the two sides of the coin here. But there's 100% a middle ground, because here's the deal. This person Mia then had to go back, and because of this post, add context to what happened. Basically, she says, "I'm adding this because people make assumptions. This was not before gaming. This is during we were gaming, and we're all talking about what happened in the game. It's also an RPG game that I was reading to chat. So it was impossible to continue the game and talk about the subject at hand mid-dialogue. Chat wanted me to talk about the game's events. Only time I would not talk about game, the only time I would not talk about the game to talk would be to welcome raiders to my stream and showing common decency to introduce myself and ask the stream that raided me what they did, and to take a good post-stream rest. Anyway, basically, they have to go back and reply to all these tweets and reply to this person's tweet and say, basically, it's like, I only showed this person 2 messages. It's like, you don't understand the context in which they were sent, in that it's like me and all my other chatters are having a very chill discussion, right? Like, me and all my chatters are having a very chill discussion about the game at hand. We're actually talking about the game. But this one dude, just keeps bothering me to say, please shut up and continue playing the game, right? So then this person kind of gets flamed. Hold on, pause. Okay, we'll pause for a sec. I'll eat my fajitas. It wasn't even the person streaming that was upset about game, please, or what? Yes, the streamer was upset that this one person was saying, "Hey, you know, can you please shut up and continue the game?" And then another streamer, responded to the streamer and said, "Well, actually, you're really entitled for saying that this is mean." He's like, he's just asking for input. Well, not for input. He's just, suggesting that you do something, and to say that, this is, you know, annoying and mean is really entitled of you, of your community, and you don't deserve a community, basically, right? I thought it was like Gartic or something for saying start game. No, it's not. Let me, do I want to pull this up on stream? I don't know. Probably not. Anyway. Literally, it just says game please question mark. There's no longer any middle ground. The streamer's in the right. Yeah, so this person who replied, of course, gets absolutely dogged on. And here's the deal. I did some digging. I did some real digging. And we'll get more into this, but this is just a quick side tangent I went on. I scrolled down in their profile because I'm like, who is miserable enough to be replying to this thing, which is pretty clearly in the right, and say they're wrong, right? And, you know, I do find out they're a pretty miserable person, right? Basically, they just underwent surgery. And where was that one tweet that they said? Okay. I mean, this was posted afterwards. It was finally returning to work after being down for the count after 2 weeks surgical recovery is probably the best feeling for someone like me. Recovery made me feel absolutely worthless. But where was the other tweet? There was one that really goes into it. Oh, fuck. They might have gotten rid of it. But basically, they were saying, like, I feel worthless, right? Because it's like, I am empty. Oh, here it is. Not that anyone cares, but I am empty. I have been for quite a while. Not being able to go to work due to health reasons has been more painful than the actual surgery I underwent. Without work, I have no purpose. Without purpose, I am nothing. It's in the art chat, by the way. Ooh, look at that. Very cute. I like the little scene you drew around it, like the rough pencil sketch scene. It's very funny. Yeah, I like it. I like the purple and yellow combo. A classic. So this person is obviously very miserable and has been in a bit of a rut for the past few days. Not that that gives them a pass, but I'll just say they were. Bro's going through. So then I ended up actually just seeing a random person's retweet of this. What was their name? Yeah. Conico Al Estelia was their name, and they retweeted it and basically said it's disrespectful to tell the streamer what to do in their own stream, no matter how you slice it. It's like if you go to your page and constantly ask to post one thing over and over again when you're talking about something else, talking about Twitter, right? If you go to Twitter and keep saying, hey, can you post this? Can you post this on Twitter? Can you do this? Can you do that? So this person responds, they reply to the quote retweet of their quote retweet and say, you have to realize that without an audience, you don't have a fucking stream at all. While not being a doormat, it's probably a good thing to actually adhere to their requests once in a while. This person then replies with, the Alastelia replies with, that's the thing. The situation you're responding to was somebody trying to tell Mia, the original poster, to stop talking about said game with their chat and just play the game. The context you're referring to in your words, being a doormat. You have a stream without an audience? I mean, technically you do, but we're not going to talk about it. So then, this really sad person replies with, and they left that part out. I'm not going to assume that they were in the right. I'm going to go off what evidence is presented to me and the precedent that most VTubers are entitled narcissists enabled by psychofanatic fan bases, right? And that's where I came up with my genius quote retweet that I did not post because I am like, I don't want to get in on this because this guy, obviously he's going after quote retweets on his quote retweet of an original tweet. So basically, I say, I quote the tweet, I screenshot it, I sent it to you guys at 3 o'clock. I say, I'm going to go off what evidence is provided and the shit I make up, right? Because I'm going to go off what evidence is presented and the precedent that most VTubers are entitled. So I put that in. Texas, what a clown. Yes, this was a VTuber stream. This person was all the people involved in this conversation are all VTubers, right? This is not left the scene. This is not left the chat. All right, makes sense. Exactly. Thank you. You get it. So yeah, Cat is messing around. He says, source, I made it up. But yeah, basically, this person is just like, they just have such a nasty attitude towards, like, I don't know, the community, despite being in it. Which I get being jaded. That's one thing. Yes, you can be jaded without having to shit on the entire community. I do it all the time. But, like, I don't know. Dude is just looking to be an asshole. Speaking of people looking to be an asshole, that brings us on to our second topic of the week. Fan merch. You were in Hoog stream? Did I miss a Hoog stream today? I'm actually gonna throw myself off a cliff if I miss a Hoog stream. Oh my god, I did. I've been wanting to see a Hoog stream for so long. Guys, I've been missing it. Because the last one is back on the 18th, and he's been doing them, but there was a bit of a gap between end of October and early November. I'm like, I haven't gone to a Hoog stream in so long. Anyway, I know that is me. But anyway, let's talk about the second topic of discussion, and this one is much more clear-cut. But what's funny is a lot of people, I feel like they forget stuff that happens in the VTuber community. I'm an elephant. I never forget, right? I'm always tuned in. So here's the deal. Twitter fed me a tweet that was from an artist who was basically being called out by a streamer, right? So we're getting to, streamer v artist kind of discussion here. The artist was commissioned by a fan of the VTuber to make fan merchandise, specifically a plushie. Commissioned to make fan merchandise plushie of a VTuber. So what happened was they made the merchandise, they sent it to the person who commissioned, and then they had spares left over. They had leftover spares of the plushie in question. So what they do, they sold the spares. That's that. That was the whole interaction that happened. What happened was when the streamer heard about it, the streamer said, this guy, the artist, is an entitled prick because he didn't send me the leftovers and took all the money and is profiteering off my model, right? They then proceeded to mock not only the person themselves, the artists themselves, they mocked the plushie, saying it looked like a Walmart version of their model, and proceeded to mock their nationality, saying that, like, you live in Vietnam. The artist is Vietnamese. They said, you live in Vietnam, you could, like, sell, I forget what they said. They basically said, like, you could live for basically a month off selling, basically implying that, in that country, you don't need money, basically, to live. Anyway. Very crazy. Absolutely insane. So then, here's what happens. Obviously, this gets out to the community. Bro got heated over plushies. So this obviously gets out into the community. Everyone agrees with the plushie maker. They're actually a very well-known plushie maker. They've made plushies for small corporate companies. They've done work with many larger VTubers as well. Back when they were small, they're like, it's like, you know, it's like you made a plushie of my model that I bought. And like, you know, it was one of the first pieces of merchandise I ever had done of my model. I still have it sitting on my desk. Like, you know, everyone's very appreciative of this person. And they're like, this person's just crazy. Now, here's the thing. This person who got really angry over these plushies is not a new face to the community. Sometimes people just pop off for being controversial, and like that's it. They have their moment in the spotlight. This person is here for their second time, right? The last time they kind of popped off was because they basically said their last thing that they got flack for was they said that they get jealous when their viewers have girlfriends. It's like, because she's like, I seriously believe that all of my viewers are my boyfriends, and I treat them that way, and I expect them to treat me as their girlfriend, right? So everybody, obviously, flag on the play. That's fucking bullshit, right? Or that's not bullshit. That's batshit crazy. So this person has a bit of a history with some really crazy out there takes. And honestly, a lot of people figure this out. It doesn't take long to dig through your account. I mean, and obviously the replies, to find out this person is pretty not sane, a little racist, right? You know, this person just has a lot of things wrong with them. But yeah, not their first rodeo being canceled by Twitter. Let me see if I can actually find one of their replies. Let's see. Oh, I think this person also got banned off Twitch and is now streaming on Kick. So obviously you can see what's going on. Oh, sorry. Their Twitter right now is being flooded by contributions to their throne. Okay. So, oh, here it is. Well, one of the responses was, I'll always get fucked over by the VTubing community no matter what. I get my design/character raped for profit while not even getting anything for free. Many such cases, cigarette emoji. Then she says, again, I'm getting raped by the VTuber community. Please help me. Then replies with, hi, you can support me by the new Uwu Market merch drop at November 25th, 3 p.m. PST. I get 20% of the profits. Pretty good. At least I get profits then compared to this fellow where I get absolutely zero. Their posts have been community noted like crazy. And yeah, I think they're just going to continue doing what they do, and nobody's really going to care. They'll do something crazy in another couple months, and everyone will be like, what the fuck? And then everyone will forget. Because that's how it always goes. Anyway, yeah. I'm going to say something that might be out there. We should get a plushie from this guy? I think we should. I agree. I'm my own biggest fan. I'll get myself a fan plushie of myself. There could be something wrong with the plushie maker selling plushies. I mean, here's the deal. Let's think about this. Not because of the VTuber. So let's think about this. If you're a fan of, oh, I don't know, the streamer named NewtNeut, and you went to an artist, just a standard artist, and said, hi, this is a VTuber I really like. Can you make, a drawing of them? Right? It's like, can you draw this VTuber? And they're like, yeah, that'll be $50, right? And you, a fan, paid $50 to get art of me without the, without me or my artist or anybody knowing, right? Well, here's the deal. By me streaming this model, I own commercial rights, it's called. Probably being devil's advocate, I guess. It is a little bit, right? But I get where you're coming from. You're basically saying that like, oh, okay. So, because, well, here's the deal. If you go into the person's, obviously it's, I guess it falls under derivative work, right? Where like, yes, the original artist created something, right? But your work of making a plushie of the model is different enough to be considered something new and innovative, right? When it comes to like, if we're talking copyright and things, right? Obviously, not many artists are doing legal copyrights on models, but if we're going by the precedent of that, it only, relies on the model. And he even shows that there are, sketch drawings of like model concepts for this plushie, well, plushie concepts for the plushie. Yeah, to fill you in a way. I had a feeling it was going towards that. We're like, but see, thing is, that was different. That was the, they handmade it. And like, there's also TOSs. So Fillion's TOS basically says, Fillion's artist's TOS basically probably had in it something about not using the artwork for, whatever. Because here's the deal. Fillion's model was never really her model. It was a VR chat model that she took. Well, not took. I think she even might have pirated it. Anyway, that was a whole crazy situation. This one is pretty clear cut in a sense, right? But it's crazy to say, oh, hey, streamer that was not even involved in this process other than just being the subject of the piece. Here's all the rest of my spares, sell them for your profit, right? And not mine. And I'll take a loss on the materials and, all that stuff. So it's a bit strange. Yumi says, wait. The fan commissioned it. A fan commissioned a plushie of the model. Okay, here's the deal. Here's where we could say the artist is in the wrong, right? I'll give you a scenario. Let's say my name is NewtNeut and I'm a streamer, and I myself make and release my own plushie. My plushie costs $100. You find a person online who makes plushies for $50, right? You go to the plushie maker and say, hi, I really like this plushie. Can you make it? And they say, okay. and they make a $50 plushie exactly like the one that you sent them, and you buy it for $50 instead of going through me and buying it for $100, right? Because then you could look at it as, you know, it's no longer an original work, right? It comes back to that. It is now a knockoff of an already existing product, right? So that's that. And how you can spin it there. But yeah. What is this? Oh, we're in an ad. Oopsies. Let me take a minute. We'll wait for the ad to be over. And I'm going to... I know what we could do. Let's actually be a little productive on stream today. Let's make a schedule. Obviously, I'm not going to post it right now. Poggy Secret Command 2 doesn't work yet. I never hooked it up because I never finished it. But I'm going to go into my thing. We only have Poggy Secret Command 1. I'm going to start developing a schedule. Oh, the rainbow one. I'm going to start developing a schedule for the week. I reached out to Vomas because he's been doing a lot of VR chat stuff recently. I'm like, yo, we should do VR chat together. So we might do that on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we might do VR chat. We copy the VR chat image logo. Close out of that. I'll bring it into Photoshop. I also have to look at what I'm doing the rest of the week. Kind of like an airhead. I could see that. VR chat. Let's scale the logo down a little bit. Done. And then text with Vomas. This would be a very early morning Wednesday stream. We don't want that font. We want my normal font. There it is. Size down to 18 point? No. It's be smaller than 18 point, maybe 12 point. Not an airhead, a fruit roll up. I can see fruit roll up too. There we go. VR chat with Vomas. My husband. We'll go like this. We'll make it white and we'll stroke it black so it matches the VR chat logo. But I have to center align the text. Drag it over. Make sure it fits. Make it not tiny. A little bit larger. Perfect. The Newt Vomas lore goes hard. The boyfriend, girlfriend lore. I think I'm the girlfriend. I think I'm the girly one out of the two. Thoughts? There it is. White text, black stroke. That's going to be Wednesday at like, I want to say 10 a.m. maybe. There we go. And then we'll do, what is that going to be, the 26th? That'll be the 26th. Friday is going to be Metal Gear. I have to think about if I'm doing anything this week. I think it's pretty empty other than Thanksgiving. So if I do like, just because I'm going to have more family around, I'll put it like Friday at 7. 7 o'clock. We'll do Friday at 7 Metal Gear. And that's going to be the 28th. And then do we want to do Sunday maybe again? No, we should do Saturday. If I could do Friday, Saturday. Maybe I leave Saturday open because who knows what my friends are going to be doing this week. Because they're going to be home. And if I'm streaming, you know, I mean, I'm going to be streaming every night. But if I have like a scheduled stream on a Saturday night. Because see, here's the deal. The last stream of the week is not going to be the end of NewtNeutNovember. It'll be December 1st. So we'll have to see. Let me eat some steak. Yeah, I guess we can do Sunday at 6. So that way, just in case all my friends are gone or whatever, that's that. And that, for that stream, I want to do Strinova. You're going to miss NewtNeutNovember. I'm going to miss it as well, but also I'm very glad it's just going back to 3 streams a week. Because it allows me to actually focus on things other than streaming. Let's get a Strinova logo. Strinova is a new game that came out. I don't know, a couple days ago. What's funny though is if you're a fan of the NewtNeut channel, you actually know of Strinova because we played it on stream a couple months ago. I intentionally got a... Streaming every day does seem like a lot. It can be a lot. There are some people who do it. I did it. It's difficult. Not difficult. You just have to focus on certain things. Okay. I do want to find out what my my time streaming for the month was though. What color should we stroke Strinova with? I kind of want to go with orange. I think a lot of their branding includes the color orange. Oh, I take that back. I didn't realize the PNG was so grainy. I'll have to make it black. Okay. Also, can I get into here? Is this it? Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna add a layer behind it. And their logo, I'm just gonna fill with black behind. What can I say? Take the brush tool. Brought up your time. True. So here's the deal. Strinova, it just recently came out. It's a kind of Valorant-esque shooter game that hails from the country of China that has the very fun feature of allowing your character to transform into paper. Now, again, if you've been on my stream for a little bit, you know of this game because we played it on stream a couple months ago. But this was back when the game was only available in China in beta. So I had to basically Google Translate the entire screen. But we made it through. We played it. It was kind of fun. So I'd like to play it again, this time in English. We'll see how it is. Splatoon but paper. It's a little bit more like Valorant but paper, or like a Call of Duty, but that's gonna be my schedule. I DM'd Vomas if he's chill with 10 AM on Wednesday, because I said let's do a Wednesday thing, because that's my first day of break. And he said he'd be fully down to do it. I just don't know when exactly he's available, so we'll see. All right. But that's that. We made a schedule. That's so awesome, guys. I'm so proud of us. Boing, boing, boing. Anyway, anything else I want to talk about today on stream? I'm only going to go for an hour. I'm going to go for another 10 minutes. Then we're going to end it. It's getting late. I have to take a shower. My hair all greasy. I'm gross. It's like Greasy Grove up there. Close out of that. Okay. Close out of that. Close out of that. I'm stretching myself out too. I have to test VR before I even stream it though. So tomorrow night, I guess I'm going to stream after work or whatever. Oh wait, hold on. Tomorrow might be busy. I think I'm going to pick up Sister Newt from the airport with Mama Newt, because she's coming home from college. So I have to pick her up. After we pick her up though, I'm going to run home, stream, and then I have to test VR. There's 3 things I want to test: running VR, streaming VR, and then I want to test very, very loose full body tracking. Because here's the deal, everybody. I am very much a believer in having the ultimate experience all the time. And for a VTuber, to have the ultimate VR stream experience, having full body tracking is a pretty big plus. The problem is getting that set up and the cost of it. Because for those who don't know, full body tracking can be done many ways, but they all vary in their complexity. So here's the deal. One of the most popular ways of doing VR full body tracking is just to set up a phone in your room, and use that and like the iPhone camera on it to track yourself. But I've done that before, just not even for VR, just for like doing recorded videos of myself moving. And it's a little jank. I'm not crazy about it. Then there's another company that made a product called Slime VR. Slime VR uses IMU trackers, inertial measurement unit trackers. So basically it uses accelerometers and gyroscopes to kind of track where it is from a base position. Obviously, after a little bit of time, it loses that base position and it drifts and you have to recalibrate. But it is a very nice way of doing wireless and sensorless tracking. And then of course there's like the way that you used to do it in VR, where they put up like big cameras in the room and you wear trackers and things. Obviously all come with their pros and their cons. But this Slime VR company, they of course have their own tracker product. They also have their own software. And they have made it very open source, to the point where people found a way to use things that are not Slime VR trackers to do full body tracking. Specifically, they found a way to turn Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons into trackers. So what I think is going to happen, what I want to do on stream is use my Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons as foot trackers and a hip tracker. Maybe if I can get it set up, a chest tracker as well. Because I have 4 Joy-Cons. And the mounting is quite simple. We will mount them in... Now, there is another tracking that I tried to do once. I'm thinking about this now. There's another type of tracking that does use a camera, but it tracks cardboard, like little cardboard cutouts with different QR codes scanned on them, or printed on them. That's another option, but I think right now our printer's out of ink, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to do the janky way with the Joy-Cons. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to shove 2 Joy-Cons in my socks. I'm going to put a belt on, stuff one into a belt. And then maybe with the chest one, I could also wear a belt across my chest and then strap one there. Definitely an option. But yeah. I also have to make sure my VR chat model looks good. It's been a while since I looked at it. Obviously it's going to be functional, but like, I don't think my face moves at all on it. Yeah, what if we Let me boot up VR chat right now. Or maybe what if I installed it? 'Cause I don't know if I have it installed. VR chat. Oh, update queued. Okay, I can update it. Looks like I do have it installed on this computer. Oh yeah, I do have it installed. From when I made the house in the Minecraft world. But yeah, I'll have to, I had 60 hours in VR chat. That's impossible. I think I just sat there until I became a trusted member. And then once that was done, I kind of just uploaded my model and never went back in. But yeah, I'll have to look into how to fix up my model for VR chat. That requires Unity and installing Unity and all that shit. I think Vomas might have figured that out. I don't know if he figured out blinking and mouth movement and stuff, but I'll have to take a look. Because obviously when I'm wearing my VR headset, I can't, you know, wear my other shit. But though, this is a fun question. No, that might not be worth. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I was just thinking about I have a hand tracker that I used to use for VTubing stuff. I don't use it anymore. But I was thinking about attaching it to my VR headset because why is my brain blanking out? Oh yeah, it was originally used a lot on VR chat headsets. Well, on VR headsets. Anyway, that's kind of that. I think we're done for the night, everybody. I think we're pretty damn close to done because you know how it goes. Oh, I was also talking about in Discord about paper crafts and how. Oh wow, that forkful had a lot of fucking guacamole in it. Look at that, we're back to the normal one for the end of stream. Oh, never mind. I'm eating the tortillas and then we're done. The problem is the fajitas got wet. It made the liquid seep along the bottom. I got the tortillas wet. They're a little gross. But anyway. Thank you for stopping by, Yumi. This wonderful NewtNeutNovember blah stream. Hopefully tomorrow we can do something more structured. I was contemplating going onto the modded Minecraft server because we have work to do. Oh, I'm not hydrating right now. I cannot hydrate. I don't have water. I'm about to end. Can I do it tomorrow? I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Anyway. Have a nice night, Yumi. And anyone else who might be lurking. Who knows? I will seal. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? You're telling me you're eating dinner without a beverage? Yes. I'm eating dinner with no bev right now. I know, crazy, but that's what happened. What happens when you wake up at 11 o'clock at night? Just go grab whatever's in the fridge. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's check something. Tracking gonna break real quick. When does my toy come? I want to see what I'm getting. Oh. Guys, my toy is on the way. Oh, shit's happening. What the fuck? For those who don't know, I bought a toy from China. And last I heard was yesterday while I was driving to work, I got a notification that it landed in the American airport. Let's see. Custom clearance agent received the shipment in destination country, released from customs today, in transit, progressing through post network, gateway transit in at 11:25. This is all China time. I have to figure this out my time. What's 11:25? They're 13 hours ahead. Was that this morning at... Was that this morning? I swear I checked this earlier in the day. Anyway. Unless this is backwards, I'm thinking about... Anyway, it seems to be in transit right now. Like, it's gone through customs. It's gone through the airport. It's currently... You know... It's in the United States, which is funny because the app that I'm using to track it still says it's in China. Just flip PM to AM and you got the time roughly. I know. But like, I don't even know. Sometimes it's like not working. And like some stuff isn't lining up because I'm getting the notifications at like weird times. Anyway, it seems like I might get it tomorrow, which would be so awesome. Because if I get it tomorrow or the day after, I literally said I want this thing so I can sit at home during Thanksgiving break and just play games. And it might actually happen, guys. It might have come perfectly in time. All right, enough of me yapping. I'm gonna leave. Have a nice night, Yumi. I'll see you tomorrow. For maybe some modded Minecraft. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I want to play modded Minecraft to fix the chimichanga farm. Because I didn't realize I put the wrong tomatoes in the farm. I put the wrong tomatoes in the farm because... Let me tell you the stupidity of this. You find the tomato seeds in the wild. From the tomato seeds, you can get... Well, you find the tomato seeds growing in the wild. If you break the plant, you get the right type of tomato seeds, the right type of tomatoes. But if you grow that seed that you got from the wild, and you take the tomatoes grown from it, and you turn the tomatoes into more seeds, it makes a different type of tomato seed from a different mod pack. And the only way to get the good tomato seeds that give you lots of tomatoes is to actually grow so many of the good tomatoes that you get rotten tomatoes. And the rotten tomatoes can then be crafted into the good tomato seeds. So we're going to be sitting there for quite a long time with a lot of bone meal, just right-clicking a plant of tomato seeds until we get so many rotten tomatoes that we can just, you know, fill up the whole farm with rotten tomatoes. Well, not rotten, with the good tomato seeds. All right, everybody. I'm leaving now for real. Goodbye. Have a nice night. I'm just not even going to go to the end screen. I'm just going to press end. Bye.